Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Lions and the Thunder. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Antoine Fong will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
Now at the plate, Caden Watanabe. He will lead this one off today. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Dan Dero, we take a look at our home 9 as they take the field here today. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of the season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
And he lays off ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Fong is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Nanny, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw in the game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at-bat.
Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
Valido is there, and he has it for the first out. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today.
And this will be fouled away. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. And he'll fight this one fouled off to the left as the count goes to 0-2. Another one sent foul. Seared down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Lou Manuel, the second out of the opening frame.
Number 99.
Standing in now, Bradley Williams, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Williams is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead pull guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something over the heart of the plate, he's going to absolutely crush it. But anything going away from him goes right into his bat path.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Fouled away.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
He pulls this one into right, and he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. Kate rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
Into the box, Bronson Ware, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Not in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the bottom. Emilio Rosales, the Cuban-born right-hander, will be on the mound to start. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, in a day and age where we don't see very many complete games, 6 really good innings in his last start to pick up the win, and I think they'll be happy if he can duplicate that again in this one.
Soft liner towards short. Throw to first is in time for the 1st out. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Well, Matty, the old cliche goes battlers, grinders. I know it gets old saying that, but that's the exact description of what this lineup presents today to the opposing pitcher. They do not strike out. He is going to have to grind. He is going to have to keep the ball in the ballpark, and his defense is going to have to be on point.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Rosales has compiled over 2,100 innings of work in his major league career. And over those innings of work, he struck out over 2,000 batters, putting him in good company with names like Oral Hershiser, Catfish Hunter, and Fernando Valenzuela. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Long run for the center fielder, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the 2nd out. Into the box now, Michael Lopez. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the 1st. Now here's the pitch. Line to the right side. That gets down, and the inning continues. He has success with 2 out, and the bottom of the 1st stays moving.
Batting 4th.
I mean, that fires me up right there. Opposite field knock, and in today's game, where every manager is employing hundreds of shifts to watch this batter go the other way was special.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Chopper to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the top half of inning number 2. The Lions. Now at the plate, Buster Robinson. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, Dero, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitches look like they're locked in early. And
a swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
In now, A.J. Anderson. Pitch misses low. The throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
How about that for making something happen? First he rips a double, then on the very next pitch he swipes third, just showing what kind of offensive weapon he can be.
The 1-0. Fouled off. Robinson, the runner at third with no outs. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you could do with that. Textbook sinker.
Ready with the 0-1. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Well, facing an AL pitcher at the plate, you certainly don't want to waste too many bullets on him. I expect this next pitch to be grooved right down the middle.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely pitching for it with a runner on third and 1 out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
Caden Watanabe is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Scooped up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in the outfielder, Milton Otto.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Jammed him there as this is rolled out to short. He's got it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
All right, here's how the visitors are lining up today. And guys, I want you to think back to our pregame meeting with the manager before this one. The one thing he kept preaching to us is that they got to play better defense. Coming off last game, they made 3 errors in that one. They're going to have to clean it up and give themselves a better chance to win this game on the defensive side of the ball.
Here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
1 out, nobody on. Popped up, and there's out number 2.
That is the second baseman, Corey.
Coming to the plate now, Corey Esparza. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. In the air out to left. Williams is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So coming to the plate, DJ Tate. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the 3rd.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And he falls behind 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Otto is there, 1 away. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race. Digging in, He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. A solo shot here to left, home run number 15 for him thus far, as it's now a 3-0 ball game. sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. Stepping in now, Lou Manuel, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. So stepping in, Bradley Williams. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. And it's fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors and no one. Bottom of the 3rd now, and standing in is the veteran outfielder A.J. Valido. First pitch of the at-bat on its way, and no swing apparently. Ball 1. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. And with that, let's take a moment to show you what's happening in the American League's Western Division. Stepping up to the plate, Antoine Fong. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And the pitch. Now here's 1 hit in the air to the right side. Taint backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
The third baseman, number 4.
So digging in now, Tiny Ryan. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder coming on. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll give way to the 3rd baseman, Bronson Ware. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Fouled away. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Grounder down the line at 3rd, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Ready now, Buster Robinson. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Popped him up. Hayes is there, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now back.
Digging in, A.J. Anderson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, pretty deflating at bat right there, Matty. Not only for him, but the team as well. He's got to find a way to pull the trigger. Can't get caught guessing with runners in scoring position.
Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball. Well, obviously not fighting on the first 2, so it looks as though they'll just go ahead and wave him down to first base for free here.
Now back. The
first delivery to him on the way. 2 out with the man at first. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Fouled off. 0-2, here it comes. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Leading off the inning, Hal Hale, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Hale is just shy of 6 feet at 5'11", a right-handed batter and thrower. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. Watanabe has thrown straight back, but he has it for the first out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Michael Lopez. First offering on its way. Hit on the ground to third. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth.
The catcher, number 2.
Now to the plate, Mike Hayes. First pitch coming. Here it is. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Into the box now, Milton Otto. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. So a 2-run shot to left center. 4th home run for him on the season, as it's now a 3-2 ball game.
They were a lot more comfortable up 3 than they are now, only up by 1. That just goes to show you 1 pitch, 1 2-run shot, and the entire complexion of the game can change just like that.
So now to the plate, Andrew Arellano. Watanabe is under this one, and he will put it away to retire the side. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Ready for another shot now, Caden Watanabe. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5. Goes after the sinker there as this is fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Oh, no, he can't hold on to it. He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Well, in his defense, he did have to go a long way to get there, but that's not the problem. The problem is once he arrives, he doesn't catch the dang ball. He knows as well as anybody that he should have brought that one in, and it's going to cost him an error, and we'll see if the pitcher can pick him up.
DJ Tate is in for a 3rd plate appearance as he watches one miss inside. It's 1-0. Line to the right side. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And the run is in to score from third.
Great work to do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball to the outfield and give his guy at third a chance.
Yu Na stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. The 1-0 home. Taken on the inside corner for strike 1. Line drive to left. Arellano is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Striding in, Manuel will swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
And it's quickly 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Again, another foul ball. The 0-2 once more. It is taken for ball 1.
Boy, that's a good pitch right there. The old school guys would call that a little bit of chip.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So 1 run, no hits in the inning, 1 error, and no one left. Home half of the 5th. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Corey Esparza. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In the air, down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The center fielder, number 11. AJ.
Standing in, A.J. Pulido. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
It's no wonder this guy's pitch count is so low. If they keep swinging on the first pitch, he's got a real chance to go deep into this.
A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Made him look silly with that one.
The 1-2.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Oh, man, that check swing was about as close as they get. Tough call for the umpire, but it goes the batter's way this time, and he draws the walk.
Adrian Esparza will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder giving chase. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. On to first, and they get the double play. So nothing happening this time around. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Lions are out in front, 4-2. Bobby Tyrone takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Bradley Williams. 1 ball, no strikes to count. A ball and no strikes, here it is. And he fouls this one off. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. That's a foul ball off to the left, and it moves to 1-2. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 15 for him thus far. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
At the plate, Bronson Ware. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Base is empty here with nobody out. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Standing in now, Buster Robinson. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. While the throw pulls him off the bag. And he is in there.
Well, it's really hard to complain about this one because that's one of the hardest double plays to turn. The first baseman has to deal with the runner headed to second, and he sometimes shields you from throwing where you want to make the throw. They should have made it, but that's a tough play all the way around.
Stepping into the box, A.J. Anderson. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Anderson swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. A.J. Anderson goes down to become the first out in the 6th inning. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Caden Watanabe. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. Hops this one up. Ryan in foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. 1-2 now. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Swing and a line drive. That's in there. Base hit. And not in time as the run scores. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Sometimes you just got to tip your hat to the offense right there. Nice piece of hitting. Executed his pitch away again, but the hitter was able to stay on time.
DJ Tate is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. A ball and a strike. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
This is popped up. Ryan has room in foul territory, and that's the 3rd out. So 2 runs. Digging in once again, Tiny Ryan. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. And they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
So striding in, Hal Hale. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Boy, in a perfect spot for the splitter there. It's 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Way outside. 1-2. Rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now. Now in the box, Michael Lopez. First pitch coming. Here it is. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
At the plate now, Mike Hayes. On a line, that's a base hit. Now this will rattle up against the wall. Lopez is on his way home. He comes across to score as they now trail by only 3. Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up. Into the box, Milton Otto, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Bouncer to the left side, fielded cleanly, throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Heart of the order. At the plate, Yu Na. Here's the first pitch to him. And a cold strike on the outside part of the plate. Hit to third. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. So striding forward now, Lou Manuel, ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
And he misses there. 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And a strikeout here yet again, as it's been a ballgame to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Stepping in now, Bradley Williams. And now things are starting to get a little more interesting down there. As you can see, he's taking some exception to the location of that last pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
2-0.
2-1 now. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
Standing in, Bronson Ware. He singled his last time up. The kid, Hale, takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Hale.
From the belt, the pitch. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1. Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Looking up is the right fielder. To the track, to the wall. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Home run number 16 for him on the year as they open it up to 8-3.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game. And if they continue to pitch him on the
Now back, number 7.
Into the box now, Buster Robinson. So go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. Fly ball out toward right field. Right fielder is on the run. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So 2 runs on 1 hit, and the 1 hit was a big one, the home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. Last half of the 7th here. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Andrew Arellano.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Second baseman, Corey Esparza.
At the plate, Corey Esparza. A swing and lift the ball fouled off to the left and out of play. No hits to this point. This is line to left. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Arellano isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. Safe at the plate. As the gap shortens to 4 now.
Never say never in this game, folks. It's late and the clock is ticking, but that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see if they can build on it and maybe get back into this thing.
Standing in now, A.J. Valido down the third baseline. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit down the third baseline. Here it comes, 0-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Ian Fatty will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So a 2-run shot to left center. 8th home run on the season for him as they cut it to an 8-6 ball game.
That's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Max Snyder is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Caleb Grabo is into the ballgame as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Tiny Ryan is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Pitch on the way. Heading out towards shallow right. Manuel will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning. Stepping in, Hal Hale. Here comes the first pitch. Hard on the ground toward short. Reined in. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Wow, I know shortstops have the reputation for being flashy, and I think he was trying to show off his cannon of an arm on that one. But the cannon was a little too powerful, and the ball sails way over the first baseman's head. He did get a lot behind the throw, though.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Michael Lopez. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike one. 3 runs already home here. Popped up. And he's going to get to this thing on the run, and a fine play there will end the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. On to take over on the mound now, and he'll take over the cleanup spot in the lineup following the double switch. Ian Fatty stay in the ball game, taking over the catching duties behind the plate. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Arellano is there, and he has it for the out.
The third baseman, Caleb Grabo.
Into the box, Caleb Grabo, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 delivery. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Hit on the ground out to short, scooped up, throw on to first, 2 gone.
The center fielder, number 1, Jaden Watanabe.
In now, Caden Watanabe. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Hard on the ground towards short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. James Aparicio is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Scott Franchise will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. Looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. Nothing in 1. The average sits at 294 with 19 homers, and he's driven in 45. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Well hit out to straightaway center. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now back, right fielder, Milton.
Settling in now, Milton Otto. First offering on its way. In there at the letters 0-1.
0-1.
Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. A solo shot here to left, and it's now an 8-7 ball game. Well, that's the 6th home run we've watched leave the yard in this one. Guys, what do you think's behind the hitting we've seen here today?
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Ro, is I prefer to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Rip at the 2-0 sinker, but came up empty at strike 1. swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. One out, nobody on. Weekly hit to third. He's got it. And boy, an error saver there at first if he kept his foot on the bag. He did. Oh, what a play for the second out.
The batter, number 7.
At the plate, Corey Esparza. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1. Fouled off. And another foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Nope.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Yank the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Williams will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. But not before the lone. Jason Blake enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Leading off for the line, the second baseman.
First pitch on its way. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. High in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 1-2. Swing and a liner. And this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the 9th.
Hey, this looks like it could be a potential add-on inning here in the 9th. Add-on gives some breathing room for their pitcher going into the bottom of the inning, D-Row.
Yeah, you love when the offense stays aggressive. And you also like giving your relief pitcher a chance to breathe a little bit, not having to come out there with just a 1-run lead.
On to first to complete the double play.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result, a double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
Into the box now, Lou Manuel. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row.
And he strikes out again. And that's the 5th time he's punched out today. This has certainly not been his game. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jason Taylor takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. All set for the bottom of the 9th, and that'll bring up the outfielder, A.J. Valito. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And he chased it in the dirt. Anderson gathers. Throw to first is in time, 1 down.
You know, professional catchers make those plays look easy most of the time, but that was a big play that shouldn't go unnoticed. Had he found a way on, he would have represented a tying run. So that was a nice job there to make sure that strikeout didn't get wasted.
First offering on its way. Ian Fatty is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Now here's the pitch. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Bases are empty, one man out. And he fouls this one off. One and two, here it comes. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Tiny Ryan. First two men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. He's got it. And the Lions have taken the first two games of this series on the road as this one is over.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
A close one, 8-7 is how it finished.